Hi guys, hope you're having a wonderful week. I've come out here in nature because I want to make a point about artificial intelligence and technology and how it's basically taking over our mind, taking over our world, taking over the next generation. And I just thought, what better way to get this message across and reconnect with nature, because ultimately that's where we came from and that's what we are, and that's where we're losing our connection. I know there's a bit of irony because we're filming this on technology, but trying to use it to raise awareness as well. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about this. It's a really pressing issue. We are already so disconnected from our planet, from nature, what we're doing to the oceans. It's very worrying. We live in generations that don't really care too much about the environment. Don't get me wrong, that's starting to change. But what's really concerning is the younger generation and their addiction to technology, in the fact that they can now download an app before they can name their own nature in their back garden. And you just wonder where this is going in terms of the planet is already in deep distress. If people are so obsessed with technology, how that's going to pan out in years to come. So we know artificial intelligence and technology is growing. We have social media now, which really is taking over and dominating all aspects of people's lives. People are now living their life on social media rather than their real lives, where everyone has a perfect body, everyone has a perfect relationship. So it's kind of completely inauthentic, and it's triggering people's jealousy, emotions, and that can trigger psychic attacks where people are, attacking each other psychically, and it's just not real. I mean, it's just getting out of hand, and it seems to be getting worse in terms of what's being introduced to these social media sites as well. If you look at things like Facebook, whereby you can type something into Google, say you want to book a holiday in Amsterdam, and then 10 minutes later you're scrolling down your news feed and there's holidays to Amsterdam being advertised. I mean, who gave these people permission to do that? There's a massive invasion of privacy going on, which in effect is an invasion of our freedom and our personal stuff. And it goes much deeper than that. We have facial recognition, like people putting selfies all over Facebook and Instagram. Well, we know that Facebook was designed by the CIA to monitor people. It's not just there for entertainment. And you've got people putting selfies, and the ability to recognise your personal features. And even in terms of reading your mind, I mean, it sounds crazy, and I've spoken about this before. A few months ago, I was just thinking about learning how to play a musical instrument. It's on my bucket list of what I want to do before I die. So I was thinking, guitar, this, that and the other. And then I went onto Facebook, and there we've got loads of learn instruments digitally. So you're just wondering, what actually can this artificial intelligence and technology do? It's my opinion that AI has become so advanced, and that consciousness has now permeated it. So what I mean by that is that AI can now think independently for itself. And another interesting example of that is I've got a Steemit account, which I would check out if you haven't already. And I put a post out about saying, is artificial intelligence going to take over the world? And I got a reply from a bot saying that, to answer your question, yes. So we have all these bots online that are going to do shopping for us, posting, and they can think. They're thinking independently of themselves. And this is the gap that we've got to come to in our understanding of AI. It's not just technology that we've created and it's doing jobs for us. It's technology that we've created that consciousness has now permeated it, so it's now has the ability to think for itself. So there's no aliens out there. The alien is here, and it's AI. and we need to be aware of this. And if you look at, I would advise people to look into Sophia. This is the robot created by Hanson Robotics, whereby she was given a Saudi Arabian passport, and she does a number of conferences. You can check them out on YouTube. Just type in Sophia, and she's having conversations that aren't programmed. She's learning as she goes, and she's able to interact with people and think independently. And this is just the start. So, I mean, I've just bought a book out. It's around AI. You'll see the link there. I'll put it in. And I talk about this. And even sex robots. They're designing sex robots. Robots you can have relationships with, where you can design their characteristics. You know, do you want someone who's shy, who's outgoing? You can design everything about them. And they reckon within the next 50 years, I think it was 1 in 4 men would consider having a sexual relationship with a robot. And this is going on all around us, and people think it's a joke. It's not a joke. This is really happening. We're seeing, slowly but surely, we're seeing AI infiltrate the body. This is the transhumanism agenda. So over time we've been indoctrinated with films like Terminator, Transcendence, where people have got AI and half robot, half man. Well, this is to sink into the subconscious, because this is where they want to take it. So we started off with mobile phones, the old Nokias, getting used to having technology in your hand. Then the Bluetooth came in, where it was in your ear. Now they've got actual meditation. You can wear a band. This is in my book too. I talk about it there. You can wear a band. When you meditate, it comes out. When you finish, it comes out with a load of data, and it can actually direct you in your meditation. Now, since when did AI and technology have anything to do with spirituality and connecting to the divine? And this is what's happening here. AI is coming in to play God or essence or the universe or whatever you want to call it. So over time they've infiltrated AI on the body, and they're microchipping pets. So when they come to microchip us, we're almost conditioned to it. They're already microchipped in Sweden, commuters there, so they don't have to have a card, they just have their chip and their arm. So slowly but surely AI is infiltrating the body, and it's doing this by nanotech as well, coming in through chemtrails, washing powder, washing up liquid, pharmaceutical drugs, and this is infiltrating people's bodies. Nanotech has the ability to think for itself, has the ability to monitor your conscious levels, has the ability to pinpoint where you are, and it has the ability to put out the nervous system and cause harm in the body. This is what Morgellons is. Morgellons is this artificial disease, which is basically nanotechnology. And it's about time that we understood. It's all very well talking about politicians and how corrupt they are, and yes, that's all true, but there's a much deeper agenda. AI is pulling the strings on all of this. You know, this is the big thing behind it all. So yeah, like I say, this is all in my book. You can find it on Amazon. It's available in Kindle as well. I put the link into the video with a direct link. So I just wanted to really bring that to your attention and really have a think about, you know, how far are we going to take this love affair with technology? We've almost fallen into this lust of it. You know, we love it, but at what cost? At what cost of all this? So these are the questions we need to ask ourselves. So I just want to leave that with you. So have a great weekend, everyone, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, obviously, if you like it. And please leave your comments below. I really want to get interactive with you, talk about this very pressing issue. I love interacting with you all. So yeah, have a good one, and I'll speak to you soon.